I listen to everything.
I listen to everything.
New. You have to have a specific rotation curated by mood, time of day, environment, niche artists, and oldies. What were you even listening to in 2016?
Every day, millions of people get asked the question, what kind of music do you listen to? More often than not, their response is, I listen to everything. When in reality, especially for rap music, the fans couldn't be more divided. Today, we're going to break down what they actually mean to say. Every level of rap fan explained. Level 1, the dabbler. Level 1 is people who don't even like rap, but for some reason, they always got something to say about it.
I'm snatching chains and burning tattoos.
These are the I don't listen to rap, but I like Joyner Lucas people. Eminem is the only real rapper crowd. They usually come from country music or rock or whatever, and they treat rap music like it's some kind of plague. Until they find that one rapper who doesn't talk about drugs and women, you know, the real stuff. Then suddenly, that's what rap should be. You'll catch them in YouTube comments like, finally, a rapper with real lyrics. Yo, you don't even listen to rap. What are you doing here? These are the Nelk Boys type fans, Logan Paul's fan base. People who think Tom McDonald is making important social commentary. I'm trying really hard not to say level 1 is just white people, but it's a certain type of white person that always falls into this category because rap is for everybody. But these people cherry pick one artist and act like they discovered the genre. Nah, my guy, you're not a fan. You're a tourist. How about you just shut up? You don't catch me in Italy trying to tell Italians how to make pasta. Level 2, the casuals. Now we're getting into actual fans, sort of. Casuals are the backbone of the streaming numbers. The people who keep rap caviar in business. They're not trying to be deep. They're not trying to discover hidden gems. They just want something that sounds good while they're getting ready for work or driving to the gym. Think David Dobrik energy, but for music taste. These are the people whose entire playlist is whatever Spotify recommended this week mixed with whatever went viral on TikTok. They know all the words to the biggest hits, but ask them about the artist's previous work and you'll get a blank stare. Casuals are perfectly content living in the musical equivalent of fast food. Drake's new single drops and they're streaming it immediately. Not because they're Drake superfans, but because it's new and everyone else is playing it.
Drake is making some accusations here on splits.
Basically, what he's saying is that if you look at your split versus mine, I'm doing bigger numbers than you.
They're the reason certain artists can go platinum while making the most generic music imaginable. The thing about casuals is they're completely honest about their approach. They're not pretending to be hip-hop scholars. They just want music that makes them feel good. In a weird way, that makes them more authentic than some of the higher levels who are putting on an act. And honestly, I need more casuals on my side. Subscribe, baby. You know you want to. Level 3, the surface levelers. All right, level 3 is where it starts getting annoying. These are the people who think they know rap, but their takes are shallow as hell.
You say drop that shit or shut your mouth.
I like that.
This is just a good song. I like that. I like it.
It's like, bro.
Is it AI?
This is not AI, bro. I don't know what the confusion was. This is not AI.
This is not that summer bop that I thought was gonna come. Some might say like that still one because it's able to get played in the club.
One song goes viral and suddenly, this is the greatest rapper of all time. They base their entire opinion on whatever's trending that week. You'll catch them saying stuff like, Drake fell off after Scorpion, or Playboy Cardi invented music. Yo, relax. These are the people who watch DJ Academics for the drama and watch Zia's and Kai for the reactions, but they never actually dig deeper. Everything is either the best thing ever or complete trash.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
No in between, no context, just hot takes and TikTok opinions. You'll find these people in the comment sections arguing with strangers about chart positions and streaming numbers like those metrics tell the whole story. They treat rap like sports statistics, reducing everything to numbers and rankings without understanding any of the context behind those numbers. The surface level fans' favorite hobby is making hot takes that sound smart but fall apart the moment someone asks for specifics. They love saying things like mumble rap killed the game while being unable to name 5 actual mumble rappers. They're operating with just enough information to be confident, but not enough to be correct. Level 4, the explorers. Finally, we're getting somewhere. Explorers are the fans who realized there's more to discover and actually started putting in some effort. These are the people watching breakdown channels, diving into album reviews, and maybe even checking out some older releases they never heard of. Explorers are like Dupli viewers, Blackie Speaks subscribers, the Sean C's, the people who genuinely want to understand what they're listening to. They're not content with just surface level enjoyment anymore. They want to know why certain songs hit different, what makes a good verse actually good, and how the history of hip hop connects to what's happening now. This is the level where people start having actual conversations about rap instead of just stating opinions. They're asking questions like, well, what else should I check out? Or I wonder who inspired this artist. Explorers are hungry to learn, which automatically makes them more interesting than the first 3 levels combined. The beautiful thing about explorers is they're genuinely curious. They're not trying to prove how smart they are. They just want to understand the culture they're becoming a part of. They're the fans who will actually listen to your recommendations instead of dismissing them immediately. Super healthy level to be at. Good for you. Level 5, the hip hop heads. Now we're in serious territory. Hip hop heads don't just listen to songs, they listen to albums front to back, start to finish, no shuffling. They don't just know artists, they know album cycles. They understand artistic growth, and they can actually explain why they like what they like beyond it sounds good. These are the dead-end hip-hop subscribers, the people having real discussions in KTO comment sections. Hip-hop heads have developed actual taste, which means they can appreciate both mainstream excellence and underground artistry without feeling like they have to choose sides. Level 5 fans understand that hip-hop is bigger than just rap. They know about the 4 elements, they understand regional differences, they can tell you why certain producers are legendary. Most importantly, they've moved past thinking that having obscure taste automatically makes you superior. Hip-hop heads are the fans artists actually respect because they're listening with intention. They're not just consuming content, they're engaging with art. They understand that not everything has to be for them, but they can still appreciate craftsmanship, even in styles they don't personally enjoy. They're not obnoxious about it. They'll recommend you an album and actually explain why it's good. This is where most real rap fans live. Not too casual, not too extreme, just genuinely passionate about the music. Level 6, the scholars, the people who know everything. Samples, producers, regional histories, label politics. They can trace a flow back to its origin. They know what album inspired what movement. These are your Anthony Fantanos, your Questloves, Sway, The Breakfast Club, Joe Budden when he's not being dramatic. People who've studied the culture for decades. They understand rap as an art form, as a business, as a movement. And when they talk, you actually learn something. They're not just sharing opinions, they're sharing knowledge, context, history. This is the level where expertise lives, but it's also where gatekeeping starts creeping in, because when you know this much, it's easy to start judging everyone else. Level 7, the gatekeepers. And here we are, the final boss of rap fandom. The gatekeepers don't just love hip hop, they think they own it. These are the anonymous Twitter accounts with cartoon profile pictures writing 1,000-word essays about why your favorite artist isn't real hip hop. They're the Reddit users who show up to every single music discussion to explain why everything after 1997 is trash. Gatekeepers have turned hip hop appreciation into a full-time job, except no one's paying them and nobody asked. They know every sample, every producer credit, every regional scene that existed for 6 months in 1994. Their knowledge is actually impressive, but they've weaponized it into pure toxicity. You'll find these people in YouTube comment sections writing novels about why Kendrick Lamar isn't as good as some underground artist from Detroit who sold 12 copies. They're the ones making reaction videos where they pause every 10 seconds to explain why the current generation doesn't understand real lyricism.
But I think this is one of the most important songs that actually came out this year, so...
The gatekeepers' entire identity revolves around being the defender of hip-hop culture, even though most of them have never contributed anything to that culture beyond complaints. They treat every new artist like a personal attack on their childhood memories. What makes gatekeepers so frustrating is that they actually do know their stuff. They could be incredible resources for hip-hop education, but instead they use their knowledge as a weapon to exclude people. They'd rather be right than help anyone else understand why they should care. These are the fans who booed Drake off stage at Tyler the Creator's camp blog, Nah. They can't just dislike something. They have to make sure everyone knows it's objectively wrong to like it. Even other level 7s don't like these guys. So there you have it. The 7 levels of rap fans, from the people who don't even like rap to the people who like it so much they forgot how to have fun. Most of y'all are probably somewhere between level 3 and level 5. And that's fine. That's where the sweet spot is. But if you're at level 7 writing Reddit essays, maybe go outside, touch some grass, listen to some music for fun. Remember why you fell in love with rap in the first place. Anyway, subscribe for more. Let me know what level you're at in the comments. And if you say level 7, I'm not reading it. Stop player hating.